Can you tell me just some basic information about yourself? Where are you from? Where's your family from?
Um, my name is Christopher Peters. I'm a senior from Bronx, New York. My parents originally hail from Antigua.
Now, did you grow up in Antigua?
No, I did not. I actually grew up here in the U.S.
Can you tell me about that?
Uh, I was born in 1992. I grew up on Gun Hill Road, Woodlawn Avenue, basically, and then I moved like three times. I moved to the west side of the Bronx by Fordham Avenue. Fordham Road, actually lived over there by 183rd Street. Lived there till I was in the fifth grade, and then I actually moved all the way back up to the North Bronx in the fifth grade, and from there on, that's where I've been living until I came to Syracuse, of course.
Now, why, why all the? Is there a reason for all the moves?
Um, my mom originally didn't get along with my dad when he was alive, so that's what originally sparked the first movement, and then we lived with my grandma for 4 years, and then after that, my mom got back on her feet, and we moved back up to the North Bronx where we live right now.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. And now we are here at Cherokee University. Can you tell me what life is like for you on campus now?
Life is free. Feels good to be away from home, not having any restraints, being under my own roof, making my own rules. It's not fun cooking your own meals, but some of the sacrifice you have to make. Living in Syracuse has been very free. It's been an experience. I've learned a lot from it. I've actually matured a lot since I was in high school, and I'm very impressed with the growth I've seen myself.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about yourself from high school?
High school, I was very immature. I used to do a lot of stupid things like run in malls, knock over mannequins, uh, curse at people. I used to be very wild in high school. I was a very distraught kid.
And and you felt like the freedom offered to you at Cherokee University helped with that?
I'd say the freedom in Syracuse University basically took off the shackles that my mom kind of had around my legs and allowed me to actually learn from my own mistakes and not get, not make my own mistakes that I was making in high school and just have her yell at me for the dumb shit I would do, but actually see the repercussions of the mistakes I would make if I were to act the same way I was. For example, freshman year, I kind of had to transition into, coming from an all boys school to a school with all women, and it's been different. So I adapted very well.
Okay, now can you tell me just a little about your experience? Just that transition from having all boys to all girls. Like what that feel like for you?
Um, at first, when I first got to campus, it was weird. It was different. Um, Actually interacting, with having like girls just everywhere. Cause when you're in an all boys school, all it is just guys everywhere. It's not the best experience, but coming to Syracuse, it was like a breath of fresh air. I actually got to see more than just the original people that I normally would see every day. Because my school only had like 500 kids, so you basically recognize everybody by face, especially me. So it was actually a better experience coming to Syracuse and actually being able to experience both sides of the field.
Okay, can you tell me about your interest?
Um,
Be
interest.
it academic, professional, or just plain hobbies. Like what do you like to do in your free time?
So some hobbies I have is I'm an avid Call of Duty player. I fell off. I haven't played Call of Duty in a very long while, but I love Call of Duty. I love reading anime. Reading manga, watching anime. Um, I love listening to music. Music makes me happy very much. So, um, and some interest I had when I came here was I originally wanted to be an accountant, but that didn't work out too well the first 2 years of college. And then I had like this calling that just told me do IT. Here I am, went through with it, finished the IT program. I'm gonna be working for Cognizant in Teaneck, New Jersey, making money.
Now, are you excited from that transition?
Yes, I'm excited. I never had money my whole life, and now it's gonna actually feel good to be responsible and actually have money coming into my pockets and being my own fiscal agent.
So, what would the Chris Peters now say to his freshman year high school self? If you had anything to say at all.
If I had anything to say, I would have told myself to A, hit the gym, and B, don't listen to your mom and go to all boys school. She don't want to smell me.
Okay. Now, in your 4 years here, I know you mentioned high school was all boys. Did you happen to find love in your time here?
Yeah, I'm not gonna front. I was in love freshman year, sophomore year. That didn't fall through. Fell in love again with my current girlfriend, who I met my second semester junior year. So it it's been great.
Okay. Now, what what separates you? What separates Chris Peters from the rest of the student population? Like what? How do you involve yourself on campus?
Um, you guys, anybody? I'm a very outgoing person. But what separates myself from other people is my personability. I'm a very friendly person. I'm easy to approach. A lot of people say that. I'm very active. I was involved with the NAACP, Black Celestial Choral Ensemble, Black Latino Information Science and Technology, sport. I was just all over the place.
Okay, wow. And now, did you come into Syracuse and hit the ground running with involvement, or was it kind of a gradual thing then for you?
My freshman year, I really kept to myself. I was really low key, stayed inside, played a lot of video games. But then sophomore year, I actually began to branch out and actually understand what organizations are and what they were about. And first semester sophomore year, I tried out for Black Celestial Choral Ensemble. That was my first organization. Fell in love with it. Um, to this day, I still continue to sing gospel music. So it was a calling for that to be my first organization to join, and I'm actually very happy I did partake in it for the past 3 years.
Wow, it sounds like you've undergone a sort of metamorphosis from an immature high schooler to now this made man about to graduate college. Now, what do you see in store for yourself?
If I can answer that in one word, I'd say money, but I'm not that shallow. In the future, I see myself, I see myself trying to build a bridge for other people to get to where I've actually gotten. So every time I move up, I'm trying to build a bridge so somebody can follow right after me because, my time on this earth is limited. And, you always want to see yourself in somebody else and see somebody else actually take the helm and actually do what you were once doing. So, I find fulfillment in seeing other people excel where I failed.
Okay. And now with all this success that you've achieved and your plans to help others out, what inspires you? What keeps you going? What makes you want to get up and handle a day's task?
The fact that what really motivates me is the fact that I really never had much when I was growing up. So every time I always had a cousin who would always get what he wanted, and I always told myself in the future I want to be able to get somewhere far along and be able to do everything that I want to do and do for myself. And I want to be able to have everything I want and work for it. So that's what really motivates me to actually continue to work hard, be on the grind, not settle for failure.
Okay. And now what? Well, in one word,